It's Ace. It's Project Zomboid. It's been a couple of weeks game time since the last video, and we've put a bull bar on the front of the tow truck. We've done some work on the dually, as you can see. There's room for some gas cans up here. We've got our skills pushed up. I got tailoring up to 8, and we redid our gear. So we are looking much less red over here than we were. We've still got a couple holes and some pieces. Apparently, I thought I fixed that one, but all right, we'll get that one. This is going to be the bulletproof vest, and there's nothing we can do about it. So there it is, except find a new one, which is going to be soon. We've got better mobility, we've got better gear, and we've got some good weapons. I've got a couple extra hunting spears in the bag, and we've got one in hand. And today it's about doing some hunting. It's time to find some end game vehicles, and I'm pretty sure I saw a freight container in town somewhere when we were running or driving around from KI5's mod containers. And that's a bunch of storage in one unit. Did I open the door? Yeah. Okay. So I'm interested in finding that. So and of course a hillbilly would be great. M35s would be great. The tow truck would be great. All of these things. So we're going to jump in the tow truck here. Not my usual drive around, but if we're just going to snatch vehicles, then that's what we're going for. So skills look good. We did a lot of book reading. And now it's time to go and find one of the vehicles that will last us through the end of the game. And hopefully that is just waiting right around the corner. Those freight containers hold somewhere around 1,200 capacity, which isn't as much as I would like, but it's a heck of a lot more than anything we've got right now, so not a bad addition to the base. I sure wish the propane truck would actually work as a propane truck, but I don't think it does. I brought one back in the previous game, and it's just a showpiece vehicle. There's the Spiffos. Yeah, I thought there was one here in town. Just cruising the streets. Still haven't found a sledgehammer. Car fixation would be one of the places that we'd come and look for that. But I don't want to get distracted from the vehicle search today. Wonder if that's a water truck instead of a propane. Yeah, alright. That's not a bad find. I don't know that it's worth a special trip for us just yet. Somebody's going to be a military collector, and they're going to have a big old hillbilly parked right in their driveway. I just know it. It's pretty unlikely, but you know, we can dream. Get a little Land Rover? Yeah, I'm not in the market for that today. This is going to be like playing Instagram repo guy simulator, you know? We just roll up, hook it up, and pull away. A little 240, I think. Another wrecker. That paint job probably won't show blood quite so quick. Oops. Sorry about that, dude. I mean, you know, not really sorry, but... Ambulance is always a good find. Good horsepower. Oh, see, now there's some folks nomming on a body. But this is always worth looking at because sledgehammers often appear on the ground next to those wrecks from what I've read. But not apparently this time. Nothing in that parking lot. So that might be a GTO. Oops, might be a GTO behind that truck or behind that house. Little GTO, gonna skip by you. Yeah, you know, that street looks pretty busy. We'll just keep rolling this way. If I don't find anything here, the shopping mall is pretty close, and we could just make our first trip to the mall. There's almost guaranteed to be something in the mall that we want. And yeah, now we're down to places we've already looked at, I think. Oh no, I haven't pulled into this strip mall yet. That is the edge of town, so we'll come back up through the next street and catch the southern end of town, southeast corner, and then if nothing, we'll go ahead and head to the mall, which is, I've been there once, and it's crazy. Back at the post office, we've seen that. The police station is on our short list. Oh, nice little freight trailer right there. That's a good one. That might be worth trying to grab if it weren't pointed inwards. Step van, all right. Well, I thought for sure I'd seen a freight container in here, but we've covered now, I think, probably a lot of the town. With no success, so off to the mall we go. The mall will be full of cars we'll want. We will not be able to decide which one to bring back. This will also be the first trip out there, so the roads should be, let's call them, clear-ish. I've cleared this bridge. This is where we got a lot of our metalworking talent points, skill points. But we have not gone any further than that, so we are in undiscovered map zone here. Oh, hello. A Humvee with a flatbed? Don't mind me. I can't drive. That's not a good omen. All right, we're gonna come back for that. But that's not a beautiful find. That's just an interesting find. I do like the Humvee, but one of the things I like about it with the slant back is that you can access the cargo compartment from inside, and that does not look like that's going to do the same thing. Is this, I think, our turnoff for the drag strip and the mall? Yep. Alright, and on the way back out, we'll take the other way. We'll turn right there. So we'll dodge at least some of these folks, but we're still going to have to push our way through all of them that are congregating on this road when we're coming back, because we're just going to find them lined up on here. Got a right turn coming up here somewhere. There it is. Alright, next stop, the giant shopping mall parking lot. With everything a vehicle collector could ever want, except the one thing you're looking for. Because that is just how the world works, right? So many Zeds. This is just going to be all about a snatch and grab if we find something we want. And there's our first find, a hillbilly. In pretty good shape. I like it. That is a great, great find. Get everybody sort of headed this direction here. We'll leave the back side of that building a little emptier. It's a brand new bull bar on the front. Somehow I don't think it's going to look brand new when we get home. There's the back side of the Star Replex. M35 wrecker. See, now if we could pull it off, we jump in that, we hotwire it, and then we use that to bring home the hillbilly. That, of course, trusts that it has gas and a working battery. if we can pull some heat off of it. I like that color on the truck. Doesn't show the blood as much. Thank goodness that tow truck engine's pretty reliable, right? Oh, that's a great freight. That's a great freight trailer too. Good capacity on that. M35 flatbed. We want that one. But I'll take the hillbilly first. Base capacity on this is 650. The hillbilly's 5. But the hillbilly, oh, you put that big bumper on there and that thing just it just mows over Zeds without any problem. So obviously we want to make multiple trips down here, but that M35 wrecker is a great place to start. So we're going to keep drawing these guys over this way and away from that wrecker. Give us a chance to actually check it out, see if we can get it started. How cool would it be to put a base inside the mall, put in some huge garage doors there, and live at the Cinnabon. Let's see just how far away that wrecker is now. Liquid container. I think they come in fuel and water variants. I've only found a fuel variant, so I don't know for sure about the water. That wrecker is further over than I thought it was. There it is. Alright, so we'll pull one more time in this direction. Oh, there's our Humvee too. And another one. That's the slant back style that I like. And another one. Oh, bees everywhere. That hillbilly doesn't look very accessible, does it? we're not we're not gonna go after that right now. Not until we can get them a little further away. This might be a wrecker and a flatbed bring home rather than the hillbilly. Dude, I honked my horn, man. You didn't get out of the way. Oh, that's going to be an easy grab there on that trailer. Look at that. Right out on the street. That's going to be an easy back up and grab. Alright, let's see if we can grab that M35 and tow it out of the parking lot so that we can work on it outside. Did a wrecker meet a wrecker? Going through the rye. One. Thank you. That's not a great start. Oh, no. Oh, really? Up. And there it is. That's where we died. Because we fat-fingered the key twice. Come on, let us in. Nope. Nope. That's going to be it. Oh, that is super frustrating that they just, the hookups are so wonky. All right. Well, so we're going to respawn in West Point. that's how long we lasted. That's because that was foolish, but I mean, I wouldn't have done that if there was permadeath, and there isn't, so here we are. So we're back in West Point. We've survived for 4 minutes. It's 18:20, and we're gonna see. Yeah, we're up in the upper right corner, I think. Oh, well, close. We're close to where we originally spawned. Let's go ahead and see if we can run home or grab, you know, we can hotwire cars now, so let's grab that Land Rover on the way. See that right there, that whole, he's hiding behind the tree. He's not really hiding behind the tree, but the game has a very generous definition of hiding behind the tree. So, and we can't touch him if he's not rendered. Oh, gas. How about that gas? Probably no gas can in the glove box. And I'm only going to do that one more time, I promise. Gasoline, 0%. Yep, all right. Well, our endurance is good. Fatigue is half. After missing the first hookup, I should have just jumped back in and drove away. This is the house that we spawned in originally. $19-20 hours. They're going to get a little more active here in a minute. So we left the tow truck running back there. So we'll grab, well, just any beater vehicle. We've got that caddy out back. We'll grab that and we'll drive that back over and try and draw them away, and then we'll run over. Now that we know it's in hookup range, we'll run over and hook it up while it's sitting there and hopefully be able to knock that out right off the bat. Didn't help that it was going to walk us around the other side of the truck too. I was really hoping we were going to be able to get that on the driver's side, but obviously not. Eager for my skills to get up so that we don't have to retry this as many times. Boy, you need some gas, don't you? I think this will be our throwaway car over to the mall. Put some gas in it, grab some rack time, head out there first thing. Whoa, this thing has some serious oversteer. We have a gas can out here in the toolbox. No, all right. Grab one from in here on the containers rack. Well, not too bad. Managed to survive a couple months. No permadeath does let you be pretty foolish. Rude. Dude. Rude dude. I hate these things. That's the main reason I want to find a sledgehammer. It's just so that we can get rid of this stupid rack. Because it blocks, the collision box blocks everything. Now that we've been able to make stews, our weight is looking a lot better. Oh boy, did our gear get, yeah. Yeah. Yep, there'll be a lot of repairing to do. All right, let's see how that gas gauge is looking. That should be enough to get us there. Food, water needs to be hit up, and then we'll sleep for the night. The scarf in here so we know we gotta completely repair that. Wonder if she's stressed out now that she's died once. Death sucks, man. Two o'clock in the morning. Yeah, never mind. We're gonna wait a minute on that. We're gonna eat something real quick. Let's see. Do we have anything in the freezer? We have a bowl of stew in the freezer. Let's grab that. Throw that in the microwave. Thaw it out. Heat it up. Sort of a blessing and a curse having the short sleeper wakefulness trait. Really wake up early in the morning sometimes if you go to sleep at a reasonable hour. Now the problem is going to be that I left the engine running on that tow truck. So they are going to it's just going to be a mad group around that, which means that we're not going back for the tow truck at this point, because it's got a full tank of gas. That thing's going to be a zombie magnet for the next, I don't know, month or two. Which, you know, might work to our advantage if we want to grab something else. I don't know, we'll see. Fortunately, without the tow truck, the snatch and grab thing isn't going to be as easy. Whoa, whoops. I'm talking and I just turned that into carbon. Oh. Distracted cooking. Don't do it. All right. Whoops. Just a lot of years ago, my mom came to visit me. She is a chef, and called her up in the middle of the day and asked her if she wanted to go to the supermarket because I knew she needed some stuff. So she said, sure. So I came over and picked her up at the house, and we went back to the market and, you know, there for a little while, whatever. And then I took her back to the house and dropped her off and went off to some appointments I had. And when I came home, every window in the house was open, and it smelled like something had burned. And I asked her what happened, and she says, well, I was making candied orange peels, candied fruit peels, and I forgot it on the stove when we went shopping. And I tried to burn your house down. So she'd put the pot with this blackened chunk in it out back, the back door. And I tell you, I went stew with lard. Mmm. I took that pot and I dumped the black thing out, and it was so hot that as soon as it had oxygen, it burst into flame again right there on the concrete. It's like a chunk off the space shuttle. It was funny to dump that out, that chunk on the concrete, and you just hear this lights right back up again on fire. And that had been sitting there on the back patio for, I don't know, probably half an hour to an hour. Stew with lard just sounds delicious, doesn't it? That hillbilly is in a bad spot. They're going to lump up against the side of that building. That's going to be a tough grab. That's going to have to be probably a go land somewhere nearby and just chew your way through the crowd. Those Humvees in the center have some good possibilities. The tow truck is a lost cause for now, because that'll be one of those things where, again, we have to just chew our way through the crowd. So with the stew in hand and bowls in a nearby inventory, you can just right click and say, hey, make 4 bowls of stew, or make 2. I'm looking at this and it's 54 hunger, which isn't that much, so 25 each is what I sort of shoot for. So I'm just going to make 2 bowls out of it. It'll use this one and grab 1 more. And there we go. I put the pot back in the freezer just because it's a convenient place to find it. And we'll eat one of these stews. Boom. Put the other one in the freezer along with the empty bowl. Take the empty beer can and put it in the trash like good citizens. 4:20. Time to light this thing up. Let's check something real quick. Let's check the condition on this engine. We really don't want this thing conking out on us midway through. 100% on a 51. All right, that'll keep running. I am gonna put a little more fuel in it, though. You know, I just think that patience is what's gonna pay off for us out there. We're gonna drive around the outside perimeter, honking the horn, and getting everybody to try and sort of make the parking lot a little more sparse. Still pretty soon after the event, so most batteries are still seem to be pretty charged up. I don't know. I mean, there's no reason for them to go down, but from what I've read, that's what happens. So we'll take a full tank of gas with us, full can. no, no. Hit the zombie, don't hit the car. What's an interesting choice, Ace? What are you doing? Yeah, that thing looks a little beat up. I'm betting that it's not in the best of shape. So there's two entrances to the speedway, and we took the back way, if you want to call it that, last time. Which means that now this time we're going to take the other entrance and we're going to honk the horn a bit and see if we can't pull them all off that road. So we'll check the racetrack while we're here, since we've got some time before 9 o'clock. The time will work well for us pulling Zeds away from the cars. The faster they move, the faster it happens, and the less we have to wait. It's that impatience that gets you. You know, there weren't any cars here the last time I came on the other save either. Thought for sure there'd be at least one car lying around in here somewhere, but watch out for those K-rails right there. Not that I have any experience with that or anything. Oh, there we are. Alright, so we're going to drive along the south side of the mall on this side of the fence and honk, 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 drive up the east side and then across the north, just doing the thing all the way across and just see how many of them we can pull out of that parking lot. Should have done that the first time. Yeah, I think. I think there's a road north up here. I hope. That would be bad. Oh, an M35 tanker. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay, there's the road. I think we come back on the north side of the mall. There we go. There's a real road. Oh my. Oh, that was a lot of Zeds. This is where we die a second time. Wow, that's a lot of bodies. Yeah, that's that road. Huh. That is crazy. Let's take a look at the car real quick and see how bad it is before we go back down into that mess. I am so off the map. This is not going to be a 1-hour episode if I want to end it with any sort of closure. Otherwise, it's just going to be a cliffhanger, me driving around in the fog, waiting to die. population over here is just crazy. There's just never an empty spot. Axe. Looks like somebody axed him something. Yeah, I was afraid we were going to find that. Engine at 96. All right, so hood's gone. Engine's taking damage at this point. Smart Money says, GTFO, go home. But since we don't have permadeath, let's just do crazy stuff. So this must curl back around and reconnect there. This is why I would love to get my hands on that hillbilly. The big bumper on the front, and you just don't care about running stuff over. Oh, hood's at 2%. Not quite gone. Not quite gone. All right. Where are we? That road has to go. I see a curve there. That road has to connect up with it. All right, so we're gonna go turn around here. Come back this way. Move that out of the way. I'm going to dodge a zombie to hit the vehicle, because that's just how I roll. Nope, that's... Oh, well, actually, you know what? That probably brings us out at the north end of the mall. He said, convinced, just like last time. here comes our hour mark. I was supposed to be home already, sipping tea and repairing a hood or something. Oh, this is that gas station we pulled into. We were that close. Oh, there's so many bodies. This is a nice quiet corner. And there is a M35. Got gas, got battery. How was the trade up? Oh, I like the color on that truck. That's a nice dually. We're coming back for that. Yeah, I like the color on that a lot. That's going to look good with the up armor on it. So we will swing back by the tow truck on our way to the two Humvees that we found in the middle. There's going to be a terrible tow back with the Humvee on the back of this, but we'll get it out of the parking lot and leave it somewhere on the road. But we'll get to see how bad the cluster is around that tow truck. It's going to be pretty ugly. Whereas the center of the parking lot here, nice and empty. That's a good freight trailer right there, good cargo trailer. I think we did a decent job of cleaning out the center of the parking lot. It looks pretty sparse in there. There's one of the possible Humvees. The next one is south and a little bit east of it. If memory serves, right about here. Whoop. Ah, give me the menu. All right, we can get the attachment. Right. Well, that's how it's supposed to go. We're supposed to leave the moment he's trying to chew on our ankle. Another M. No, that is a hillbilly. Oh, look at that one. I've got an idea. We're going to take this back out to that crossroads. We're going to drop it, and we're going to come back and see if we can grab that hillbilly too, because that was actually looking way less populated than I thought it was going to. Still have yet to go look at that tow truck, but I will guarantee it is not pretty. Oh, we lost the did I close it? I must have closed it. It's nice to keep that open because you can see exactly how bad the hood is getting. probably hurting more than the bumper is the run flat tires. Those, if this is like my last game, just get down to 25% and then they just sit there and there's nothing you're going to do about it. You can't repair them fast enough. Yeah, it's not as unpopulated as it was earlier. Never mind. Humvee. Where is that record? We're going to see it, and we're just going to see a sea of Zeds standing around it. I'd be happy to be wrong. Yeah, there it is. I am happy to be wrong. All right, well, that's still in hookup range, so let's pull them down this way. How are they not all standing around that tow truck? Had plenty of gas in it. Oh, ha ha ha. I just looked at my gas gauge. Just keep an eye on that. That's not looking great. Wow, what really, that horn really pulled them off because they're just standing there now. We had a brief window there. Take a look at this other Humvee. No. Let's go look at that trailer at the back of the lot. See, that would make a great garage area, the food court. Nice, well lit, glass ceiling. Make a great spot to set up your mechanic shop. Well, I think it may be a Humvee and an M35 going home, because they just don't seem to be giving us any empty spots that I'm comfortable with. $19.40, just about to hit 8 o'clock at night. I was thinking I might jump out and actually try and just go ahead and clear the crowd around it, but that's a bunch and they're about to get pretty active, so we are going to pull out of here. GTFO. Yep. The amphetamines just kicked in. There goes the windshield. The guy's head's in my lap. was a really pretty M35. Now it's a little beat up. I don't even know we're going to bring the Humvee home tonight. In fact, I think we're going to see where this road goes. Because I think this should go back out to the main highway. And we're going to nurse our wounds and call it a night. I know this off-ramp. We've got a nice straight shot home. The steering is just not responding the way it used to. I think we've got some suspension repairs to do. I think those tires are probably down to 25% without any doubt. I think those K-rails along the side of the road just love to eat cars. We'll go ahead and drag that Humvee flatbed back with us, since that's in an empty area. Yeah, just walk there, dude. Sorry. Sunday stroll. Just take it easy. Why hurry? I haven't seen that flatbed Humvee variant. Wonder how that looks. I do appreciate the capacity of the slope back, but if that's got more capacity, it might be worthwhile. Depends on what the accessories are that we can throw on it too. Most K-rails have a collision box that's just a little bit bigger than they are, I think. Oh, come on. on. Got to come down here with the sledgehammer that we don't have and see if we can demolish those. There's a car there. It's just one of those days. It's one of those days. Did you leave us a key? Nope. Did you leave us some gas? Tiny little bit. That's enough to pull it into the driveway. Well, the 35 flatbed is a fine thing. We're gonna have to go back and see if we can get that tow truck back and, well, our M35 tow truck. I don't care about the other one. That's just a throwaway. There we go. Got some vehicle repairs to do. It won't be too many days before I go back and try and get our stuff back, so I'll definitely record that one as well in case anybody's actually watching this and enjoying it. I hope you are, and thanks for sticking around. This is Ace. I'll see you then.